Hello everyone, so welcome you back to Ashok Tutorials. Well, today we are going to discuss the syllabus for Social Science MTET 2024, right? Paper 2, which means for UP section. So let's see what we have in the syllabus. But before I tell you what we have in the syllabus, I would like to tell you about the marks distribution. So total marks given for social science is 60, that is 60, not like science and maths. Science and maths are separate. So but still those who want to attempt science, those who want to go with science, they have to write compulsorily both the maths and science for 30 marks, that is 30 plus 30 60, right? But those who are from arts background and you want to go with social science, you will directly be getting 60 marks for social science. All right, so what do we have? Let's see. Well, so number one, we have nature and scope of social science. So before reading anything, we should be able to know what is social science, what is the nature of social science, and what is the scope, what is the significance, why do we need to study social science. And this will be for 5 marks. So this number 1 will be for 5 marks. Here we will be learning about the concept of social science, then differences between social studies and social science. So how are social studies and social science different from one another, that we will learn here. Then learning objectives of social science. What are the different types of learning objectives in social science, that we shall discuss out here. Then approaches in what? Approaches in social sciences. All right, approaches in social science. So systematic and regional approach. So what are systematic and regional approaches to social science? Then reconstruction of history through what? Through evidences. See, we know that we believe in history only through evidences, right? So interdisciplinary approach we have to study, theme based approach we have to study, and inquiry and reflective approach. So in order to approach social science, we need to study different type of approaches, right? So these are the approaches to social science study. Now let's go to the next one. Let's go down. I think I should zoom it a little bit, right? Yes, like this. Good. So this number 2 is for 15 marks. 15 marks. So this is pedagogy. Basically pedagogy means child development and pedagogy, right? So those things are the ones. So 15 out of 15 you can score directly if you are very well versed with CDP subject. So pedagogy and learning resources. So what is oral history? Oral histories you need to know, case studies you need to know, critical pedagogy, cooperative learning, experiential learning including field study. Then what are projects, what are observation method, dialogues and discussions, brainstorming is very important, concept mapping and mind mapping very important. Then discovery learning, problem solving skills, role play and dramatization, contextualization, what is picture analysis, what is stories, what are stories, I mean inquiry learning, digital pedagogy, reflective learning. Then what we have, theme based learning. So all these you have to study, right? All these you have to study in detail. Now number 3 we have learning resources, print, non-print, digital learning resources. So what are the different type of resources? Learning resources: printed, non-printed, digital learning resources, the slides, the screen, right? All everything we have to study, like whatever the resources available in enhancing our learning of social science. All right, this will be for 10 marks, remember. Now we have number 4, and in number 4 we have assessment. What is assessment? Assessment for learning, assessment of learning, assessment in learning. And there are two types of assessment basically, that is formative assessment and summative assessment. Formative assessment means those type of assessment which takes place during the session, during the course of study, which means the class test, the recapitalization. So all this comes under formative assessment. And summative assessment means the type of assessment which takes place at the end of the session, which means the half yearly examination, the annual examination, the semester exams, right? Now, differences between assessment and evaluation. See, we know assessment and evaluation are not the same. So what is the difference? What are the differences between them? We have to find out. Then learning outcomes in social science at the elementary level as per NCERT LO document. Alright, we need to know what are the learning outcomes. What are the outcomes of social science at the elementary level as per NCERT. Then assessment techniques and tools which we use in order to study social science efficiently. Recording, reporting, and documentation of assessment outcomes. Now, whatever the assessment outcome is, how do we record them? How do we report them? Those we have to know. Now, see here, social science knowledge. So this is will deeply go into directly into the social science subject. All right. So sources of history. What are the different sources of history? Earliest civilization, Mohenjo-daro. Then different type of civilizations were there, right? Harappa civilization. Then foundation and consolidation of the Mughal Empire in India. Then national and Indian national movements and contribution of Uthirot Singh, Yangnangba, and Patogan Sangma in Indian national movement. So how did Uthirot Singh, Yangnangba, and Patogan Sangma helped in freedom of the country while fighting with the Britishers? So how did these freedom fighters of our state help in the independence of our country? Their contribution we have to study. Now, partition, transfer of power, and making of Indian constitution. See, basically these parts are what? These parts are the history parts, right? History. These are all history. Then next we have, oh sorry, it went extra, right? All right, next we have what is partition, what is transfer of powers, and making of Indian constitution. Who is known as the father of Indian constitution? Please tell me in the comment section. Hill state movement in Meghalaya. The Indian constitution, the preamble, the salient features of the Indian constitution we should know. Organs of the government, forms of government: democratic government, direct, indirect, and representative democracy, and dictatorship. Where do we have dictatorship in the country? North Korea, right? Then even other countries we have. Please comment. Structure of government: unitary and federal structures, parliamentary structures, and presidential government. Then concept of nation and state. Social structure and social stratification. Now community and socio-political groups. Then government for development. Understanding media, map. All right, understanding media. See, from here, partition or transfer of power till this part, understanding media, this comes under politics, or you can also say it as civics, right? Next we are left with geography. So maps, the earth and its movement, rock and minerals, weather and climate, drainage system, natural vegetation and wildlife, flora and fauna, physical features of India with respect to Meghalaya. Then water and oceans, international and state boundaries we need to know. Population we have to know, right? Then human activities: primary activities, secondary activities, tertiary activities, quaternary activities, transport and communication, pollution. Human activities, transport and communication, pollution, natural hazards and disaster management. So these things. All right, let me go a little bit up. So from here this map to, where do we go, till here, till disaster management. This is our geography and these sectors of Indian economy, understanding banking, types of account, and consumer right and protection. This last unit comes under economics. All right, under economics. So you know that social science is broadly divided into four parts, right? The history, civics, geography, and the economics. So I have divided the syllabus, I have divided and shown you which part is what. So I hope this was very much clear for you, to easy for you to understand, and I hope there will be no doubt left. Of course, if you do not have the notes, if you don't know from where to study, you will have doubts, but apart from that, I don't think there should be any doubt regarding the syllabus of the exam, right? So even I will try to make the videos for the content. For the content means whatever is given in the syllabus, I will try to make one video for one topic or one unit, so that it becomes easy for you. And as I always advise you not to buy any textbooks from the market, so please don't buy it, because they give irrelevant stuffs which, which waste your time. You are wasting your time reading the stuffs which are not even required by MTET. Right. So to be more specific, to be more precise, that's why I ask you not to buy the notes from the market. Instead, focus on the videos, watch my videos, and make your own notes. And if you still think that you need extra help, then you can contact us at our Telegram group, Ashok Tutorials. So thank you everyone for staying in connection with Ashok Tutorials and showing your love and support to my channel. So please share, like, and subscribe, and wish you all the best.